Yo dudes! Welcome to Vegan Meringues. Yes, we did say vegan and meringue in the same sentence. So there's a secret ingredient here. Ready? Drum roll, please. Woo! Chickpeas, a can of chickpeas. So we're gonna use what's known as agua fava, which is a fancy Spanish word for bean water, bean broth. Simply open the can like this, put the lid back down and drain the water. Oh, we don't want a chickpea in there. Remove any lone chickpeas or any chickpea skin. Beautiful, okay, ready to go. Okay, so this is really interesting. We discovered this, that this worked really well when we were boiling chickpeas every day in the cafe, and the froth had come off and it looks very like meringue, so we thought, I wonder what happens if you add lots of air to it. So, here we go. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna whisk this for 10 minutes and it's gonna triple its size. Wait and you see. Okay, great. Okay, so we've whisked that for about 10 minutes. It's kind of tripled in size, and see the way it's really nice and firm and delicious. Ooh. Okay, so next step, we have 125 grams of granulated caster sugar. You do have to use a granulated sugar, and ideally it's the sugar that's white, otherwise your meringues are gonna look brown if you do it with a coconut. So we did try it with maple syrup or other kind of sweeteners, but it didn't work, so go for the 125 grams of caster sugar. Okay, so we whip her on, and we're just gonna pour it in slowly. Okay, now coming in. Okay, so there we go. We've kind of blended it for another 5 minutes and whisked the sugar through it. Things to look for when it's ready is when it has this beautiful sheen over it, where it's glossy, where the peaks, you see the peak there? See the way it stays when I lift up on the things. So that's it, okay. So we're ready to go now. So that's been about 15 minutes altogether. Okay, next step, grab a piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, a simple trick is to get a Ziploc bag, put in your meringue mixture, seal the top and cut the corner and squeeze it in. Alternatively, a piping bag, they're cheap, they're inexpensive, and they're well worth getting. Open up our piping bag. We're just gonna spoon it in. So top tip, only fill the piping bag about half full, otherwise it starts to come out the top. Okay, we piped out our meringues. We filled out one tray here, we got 16 in a tray. We've enough mixture to do another tray, so that'll give us 32 meringues. Preheated the oven to 110 degrees. We're gonna bake these for about 2 to 3 hours. So they're out of the oven. We baked these for 2.5 hours. The thing to note when they're ready is when you can pull them off the tray without them sticking. Yeah. So you'll see they're really light, they're really fluffy. These are like clouds of, it's like having fluffy clouds of lovely, and they smell caramelly. So we've had to leave them cool for about half an hour, and now they're ready to rock. My favorite way to serve them, take the meringue. We have some coconut yogurt that we
that's my strawberries there now.
Okay, we have some coconut yogurt that we fermented ourselves. There is a recipe on how to make it, check it out. Link just here. Ooh. Okay, great, you got some strawberries.
Okay, a few strawberries, a few little slices of strawberry.
And the meringue on the top. Okay, dudes, here we go. Vegan meringue. Big shout out to the vegan meringue. Okay, now do give us an L, subscribe. Thanks a million.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Takes me back to being young. That is beautiful. It's really good in a nugget in the middle of a nougat. It's really caramel. Fantastic. Such a great recipe. Highly recommend trying it. Please share it with anyone that's looking for any meringues that they're eating vegan or they're eating. Dead simple. Anyway, thank you for watching. Send some loads of love, and thank you for subscribing.
Cheers.